Okay, Jennifer Lopez is opening up about her fourth failed marriage, but who's counting? Who's counting?
We are.
In a conversation published in Interview magazine, J.Lo said her divorce from Ben Affleck was, quote, exactly what she needed, and that she's, quote, excited to be single and isn't looking for anybody. Is anyone buying this?
Who's buying this? Anybody? Listen, J.Lo, and it's fun. The president of her fan club's not here, so we can really go in on her today. You know, I love J.Lo for a lot of reasons. I love how she started. I love her work ethic. I love the things that she's done. If she's not on a red carpet, it's not the same. But I'd have to say this is the one area where she's getting an F from me because this feels so inauthentic.
Yeah.
Because this feels like, you know, back in the day when, you know, celebrities didn't share anything about themselves. So if there was a scandal, there'd be some really nice curated article in a magazine and be like, everything's fine.
Right.
It reeks of that. The problem is we're in a day and age where celebrities are sharing everything from their infertility, abortions, who they're voting for, every single aspect of their life. So there's an expectation for full transparency. And then the second problem is, I always say, once you let people into your personal life, you can't tell them, no, you can't get this part.
Yeah.
And when you do a documentary called The Greatest Love Story Never Told, you let us all in.
Yeah.
So now, you know, we have friends, Jennifer, who've gone through divorce, and no one just, you know, goes to Italy and stays on a yacht and takes glossy pictures and goes, oh my God, I needed that. Wow. It's heartbreaking. It's really hard. And we know how much you really wanted it because you put it in a documentary and then you put it on a streaming service. So I really, really wish that she'd been a little bit more transparent and honest about how hard this is and how much she really wanted it to work this time.
Well, she did say, like, it almost broke her, and she was like her house being set on fire, and how do you go back from that? So, like, I guess on one hand, we're saying, like, we want her, she opened up the door to being personal, but she shouldn't have done that. And then on the other hand, we're saying, be quiet. Do you know what I mean?
You're saying, no, I'm saying if you're gonna do that, you have to give us the good and the bad.
Right.
You can't just give us the good of like, oh my God, we're so in love.
But
Here are the box of
how much bad do we want? Like, you know, give me a scale of how much bad.
I mean, I think you...
10, all of it, all the bad.
I think you need the movie follow-up, the one that tells you I think that's what people are expecting. And I've tried to find empathy and sympathy, as you know, for everyone. But it's hard when everyone in the world seemed to be seeing this coming except for her.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, where were her friends? Where was her therapist?
Right.
To kind of be like, maybe you don't jump in with all 10 feet. Like, this is number...
Again.
Yeah. I think that's the disrespectful part for me is like, don't talk to us like we don't know. You can't say this is exactly what I needed on your fourth divorce. You can't... It feels disrespectful to the rest of us.
Yeah.
Like, we're watching this happen. Like, we know what's going on. You're not a new entity in the field of marriage or celebrity or any of this. Like you said, you saw this coming to an end before it even started.
That's right, that's right.
So, like, that's the thing you should admit, like, talking about, like, being honest. Just be like, listen, you guys saw it, I refuse to see it, my bad.
Yeah,
It's better than being like, this is what I needed.
I have a bad picker.
Like,
you know what? I grew up with this saying, hearing from like women in my family saying, you know, any idiot can get married, stay married. And I think also the biggest issue was she was gloating about a relationship that was only 2 seconds long.
Yeah.
If she put that documentary out 20 years into a marriage with Ben,
then you have
it would have been
something to talk
different.
about.
But it's like you did it right off the bat. Like you were trying to convince us.
Yeah.
You're trying so hard to convince us that it was gonna work this time, and then it blew up in your face, and now you're like, oh no, it's fine, I needed this.
There's part of me that really wants her to just shut down, turn off Instagram, don't post about how you've healed from a divorce in over the summer?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And post these glossy photos of yourself.
Yeah.
She always looks perfect. There's part of me, I don't want to see the mess. I don't want to hear how hard it was or how much she was over it. I want her to just shut down. It's almost like, she needs something from her audience as well.
Right.
It's like this symbiotic relationship. She can't, because she needs to have that attention, I think, from social media.
Is there a chance also that she's really close to her divorce lawyer and just wants to keep them working?
I like this.
Yeah.
Maybe she's getting a cut.
Yeah, getting a cut,
Maybe she's getting a cut.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.